I also trained a Southdown baby doll sheep. His name is Benson. He's actually Sheldon's twin, so they look very similar. Benson, you can tell him apart from Sheldon that he has more gray on his face and is a little bit chubbier. So some more limitations on his physical movement because of that chubbiness. When I was working with Benson, one of the biggest problems I had, along with the other sheep, was their height. So when we were trying to train him to go up and down, I actually could not get him on that balance beam without having him immediately jump back off. So I worked on getting him into this small stump here that I'm so sorry you guys can't see, but he does do up and down very well off of this stump. And as Samira said, about halfway through the semester as we were training them, the handlers told us that the sheep did not like being touched, which meant that they would run away from people when they came into the petting zoo to come pet the sheep. So we did work a bit with desensitizing them to touch. And as Samira said, we would go up to them, continuously feed them as we or someone else pet them. With Benson especially, he did not run away from me when I was petting him and feeding him. He wouldn't even run away from me when I was just petting him. So there didn't seem to be a problem with me petting him. It was when we had a second person come in, as Sarah do, that he would run away at first, and now we have him pretty desensitized to touch. He's not as skittish. Is he ready? As you'll see, he's not very skittish around me. I can pet him pretty easily, but if Sarah were to go and pet him now, he's a little skittish, a little bit more jumpy around her. So what we did to desensitize them to this being pet is I will not have a clicker in my hand. Benson, lean down, start feeding him, and Sarah would come pet him and stop when I'm out of feed. So this helped desensitize them to touch because they were able to, we were able to use a Pavlovian principle where we are pairing these two stimulus where he's getting fed and likes getting fed and has this pleasurable experience of getting fed, and then he's able to pair that experience with Sarah petting him. Thank you. So Benson, as you can see, kind of short and stout. This is where we had problems, because I can get him to go up, up, Benson, Benson, up. Most of the time I can get him to go up, up. As you can see, sometimes they like to circle instead. Up. He got up onto this platform. And with the sheep, it was a lot easier for us to train down, since they don't naturally go into high places like the goats. Down. Benson, down. And just last week, actually, when I was getting him to go down, I got a really nice goat-like heel click as he was going down, so I was very happy then. But one of the problems, as I was saying, is their height, which makes it difficult sometimes to give them a cue. Benson really tends to be this close to me because I have food and he knows it, or he can smell it, or however sheep know that we have grain. So when I would give the cue for back initially, back, he couldn't see that initially. So I had to spend a lot of my time kneeling down, back, and pushing him. Now, with back, I can get a good amount of distance. Back. So that I can give him these physical cues. That was really helpful as we started working on up and down, because it gave me the distance I needed between us for him to see the physical cue for up and down. And the easiest behaviors for me to teach him was actually circle. What I did was, what I did was I led him with the target stick in a circle around, like one of the other trainers did, and he learned it within 5 repetitions of that on the first day. Very nice. Benson? Benson? Huh? Benson? Circle? He's a very leisurely circle, but he does do it, as you can see. Benson? Circle? Very leisurely, lazy circle. Are there any questions?